Hey Libra. All right, so we getting into your monthly read. If you haven't already checked out your first reading, go ahead and check that out and then come to this one, because this one's going to tie into the first one. And I feel the need to give you a bonus because I was absent last month, okay? So again, stop, come back to this reading, finish, if you can't finish it all in one sitting, come back, take a little bit, and so on and so forth, okay? All right, so we're going to be pulling from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. All right, Spirit, help me tie everything in for Libras for the month of July. Universe, Creator, Source of Light. What is Libras? What is the overall energy for the month of July for my Libras, Spirit? What is the overall energy for Libra? Community. So the overall energy for the month of July is community. Family, friends. You got butterflies here. You have transformation here. This butterfly to me symbolizes LGBTQ. Some of you could be part of the LGBTQ. I am not judging. You do what you want. We got free will, right? Some of my Libras could have transformed. Like you've completed a cycle, you've completed a lesson, and thus the butterfly, right? You've transformed. Again, earlier, I got Empress energy, the Queen Rising energy. You are standing and sitting. Earlier, we also had Boss Daddy, Queen Rising, laughter, right? So the community, Libra, I see in your community that there are a lot of people that look up to you, right? But you also have snakes in the grass, okay? Let me clarify with what's the vibe? Why is community here for Libra for the overall energy for the month of July? Intimacy. It says mutual respect, unity, and closeness. So it could be something that you do for work, Libra, that makes people feel very connected to you, right? This is also giving me an energy, Libra, that you have people around you that want to connect to you in a more intimate way. These could be people of the same sex, right? That want to, get to know you or want to befriend you. These could also be, people that are the opposite sex that want to get closer. Okay. Why is intimacy here for community? Let me pull from the what's the T? Why is mutual respect, unity, closeness, intimacy here with community for Libra's overall energy? Carless. Okay, Spirit, what does that have to do with anything? No car, repo, car issues. And then at the bottom of the deck, you have moving. Libra, did you recently move? Did you lose a car, Libra? Or maybe somebody from your community lost a car. And maybe that's why they want to come in, Libra, and be more closer because they feel like they need you because they're lacking something. That's the first message that I got. Let me get one more, Spirit. Let's pull back from the what's the vibe. Why is community here with moving, carless? Oh, this is at the bottom of the deck of that card, of the intimacy card, when I put intimacy, because with the what's the vibe was intimacy, and at the bottom of the deck of that is established, settled, secure, and wealthy. You see what I mean? And then at the bottom of this deck, it says carless. So it could well be, Libra, somebody that is carless. But to me, what I'm picking up on is somebody that sees you this way, and they see themselves like this, energetically speaking. And these aren't even real cards. Look at that, little toy cards. They feel like they a joke compared to you. Thus, boss daddy. Thus, Queen rising. And again, I'm getting admiration from your community, but I'm also getting people that are very vampiric, that want what you have. Let's go into the tarot. We're just going to do one. I'm not going to be... Spirit, please make it clear with this one tarot card or two. Why is community here for Libra for the overall energy for the month of July? Why is community here for Libra for the month of July? The moon, something that's hidden, secrets, talks about illusions, mystery, dreams, intuition, fear, anxiety, subconscious premonitions. And then you have the Four of the Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. This is my Pisces Cancer energy, and this is my Capricorn energy. Saving money, security, conservation, scarcity, control, fragility. The first thing I got with this, Libra, was be very careful. And I see this is what you're doing. Be careful about talking about what kind of money you make. Be very careful about talking about your business. If you are a CEO, if you have your own business, you know, be careful about talking about your assets. If you have multiple homes, if you have multiple cars, because I'm really honestly seeing that people are, because look at these energies. One energy, you have intimacy, mutual respect, unity, closeness, and then established, settled, secure, wealthy. And then another energy is carless, no car, repo, car issues, moving. So some of my Libras could be moving. Some of my Libras could have car issues or getting a car fixed, right? Some of my Libras could be asking for your help from your community or family members to help you in a hard time, right? Others of you, you are here in this energy here. And there's an individual in particular that wants to get back close to you because they are in such a deprivative state. And they see you in a very Six of Wands, victorious, in the public eye, Queen rising, boss daddy, boss mama energy. And they're coming to you because they have nothing. Ooh, Lord, Libra. Could be a Capricorn, could be a Pisces, a Scorpio. No, I see this as Cancer. Could be a Scorpio since I said it. What else am I getting with this spirit? Yeah, somebody could be broke here, Libra. Holding on. I heard with those last $2 and I ain't gonna lose. They trying to bet on you, Libra. With these last $2, baby. That's some old school. And I met her at the lost all my money. Ooh, baby. Don't feel sorry, honey. But if you ever want to do a lady a favor, here's what I want you to do. Loan me $2 until the next time I see you. Doom, 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 doom. But the last $2, Libra can afford some money. I'm not gonna lose. Oh, but the last $2, baby. Oh, and you know I need to stop because it may be you that's needing a little bit of help. So let me digress, because for some of my Libras, not all of you, a small bit of you are in a bind and you penny pitching, right? And you may have to lean on your family members to help you, right? All right, so we're not going to go too much into that. But I honestly feel like for the most part of my Libras, these are people coming into you, pretending to be good, pretending to hit the jackpot, and they're really coming to you because you own, okay, for the overall energy. What is Libra's energy for the current month? What's the current energy? Sorry. What's the current energy for Libra for the month of July? Gateway, you moving forward. Pure, I'm seeing purity. I'm seeing a cycle being closed. This to me gives me energy of the world. After one chapter closes, another chapter begins. You are off to seek the rainbow. You have found the end of the fucking rainbow, Libra. You are in this magical world of abundance, energetically speaking, and people can see that you have found the rainbow. The rainbow. The end of the rainbow. And you are in a place that is filled with milk and honey, spiritually and physically speaking. These people feel like, Libra, your energy is so grand, it's so powerful. You have to be using, or there has to be some type of assistance that you're getting from a higher power. You can't just be doing that alone. And some of my Libras, you do believe in God. You do believe in source. You do have a God, right? Wisdom. You see what I mean? Wisdom. This card is giving me the goddess Yemaya. 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 But again, you know, for your current energy, Libra, you're moving forward. You're not a regular horse. You are a unicorn, right? You've not allowed this world to taint your soul. That's the difference between you and these people. This is why things happen for you so effortlessly. And they may not to you, Libra. That's just how everybody else is seeing it. Because if you are a true follower of Creator, God, Source, you know that this road that we live on is hell. You know, Libra, you know. We go through some things. But that's what God's warriors got to do. That's part of the job. And you're not the only person, Libra, that's fighting. We are all out here, my G. We are all out here. And when you are up and you showing up like this, we can too. It's so very important, Libra, that you find other unicorns like you. You are original. You are one of God's chosen ones. And as a chosen one, you are at a well-esteemed, that's not the word that I'm looking for, but you have to operate as God's chosen one. And you can't be hanging around people that are not of God's people. And I'm like, I know you're like, I don't know these people are God's people. I'm supposed to know. You know. Some people are good at faking and pretending because that's the only way they can get in. But vet these people properly. Protect your space. Protect your peace. Protect your energy, because it is very shiny in a world that is very dark, Libra. And those dark entities know that that source energy, that light, is coming from source. And this energy is very appetizing. This This vampirically speaking, food is a what do they call it on Demon Slayer? It called it a fettuccine. Fettuccine. Demon Slayer has a certain name for a rare blood that is like, to one regular human, this fettuccine blood is 100 humans in one. That is how your energy signature shows up, Libra, and it's moving. It's constantly rising. And you got demons in the face of, like, how do I say that? Let's say it like this. You have agent smiths that are in the forms of humans that are pretending to want to get to know you, want to love you, want to, and really and truly they're here to drink on some of that fettuccine blood, to get empowered by you. Okay? But again, with this wisdom at the bottom of the deck, you already know how to vet people. And then also you have here protection. Spirit is protecting you. You have the wisdom and the knowledge to see into people, to see through people's illusions. And Spirit wants you to know, Libra, especially if I'm speaking to a Libra that is alone sometimes and it gets hard to be alone, right? Find like-minded people like you, Libra. Okay? And I know it's hard because a lot of agent smiths pretend. But if you vet them properly and keep them boundaries up like they're supposed to be, you'll be able to see if they're an agent smith or if they're an ally with Neo, if you get my drift. Okay? So let's keep it pushing here. Should I clarify? Because we've been going, Libra. Let me clarify. I told you that I'm going to give you a lengthy reading. I'm going to give you a lengthy reading. Why is Gateway here with wisdom at the bottom of the deck for Libra's current energy, Spirit? Why is that here? Some of you Libras could have purchased a new car or moved. Some of my Libras could be in a new relationship as well. Or I'm also seeing here, Libra, if you're already in an existing relationship, things are going very well. If things were restricted in some way, it's like things are getting back to normal is what I'm getting here. Okay. Why is Gateway and wisdom here for Libra for their current energy? Should I take those, Spirit? Yep, I'm taking them. Drowning, over your head, overextended, rock bottom, suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, broken dreams. At the bottom of the deck, you have here protection, prevented from harm, divine intervention, Archangel Michael. You are being protected from these vampiric spirits and entities, Libra. And if you don't know, now you know. Creator Source loves you very much, and they protect you on a spiritual level. And I also wanted to make mention here, Libra, that if people have done you wrong, because as a God's warrior, people are going to do you wrong. It just comes with it. People are going to try to blot out your light. People are going to try to break your spirit because your spirit belongs to God, Source. So of course, people are going to come in pretending, right? And Spirit is here telling you, I'm right here alongside you the whole step of the way, my G. The whole step of the way. When you pray to me, I'm right there listening to every word you are saying. When you go through difficulties and hardships and financial issues, the things that people don't see, I am listening to your every word. And I am opening up the way for you. That's for somebody, but I'm going to get out of that. Let's get some what's the tea. Why is drowning here, suffering, gateway, and wisdom here? I get that you've learned lessons from people, Libra. And this suffering and silence energy is people that missed the boat with you, people who can't come in, that the door is closed with. This gateway, again, is giving me an energy of the world, a complete cycle. A cycle is over. It's done. This could be friends, family. Libra, people do not, the powers at B, the low vibrational powers at B do not want this message getting out. My phone done died twice already since I've done your reading. Twice. It stopped on me because the phone got too hot twice. And my phone never gets hot. But like I was saying, family members, colleagues, pretend friends, exes, are suffering in silence, in over their head, rock bottom, hooked, and dusted off. I get someone being very hooked on you energetically. A soul tie. This could be a past relationship, a past lover. This could be how you feel about somebody, Libra. This could be how somebody feels about you, because this is your current energy. Maybe some of my Libras have taken a loss in some way. This is not for all of you. This is going to be for a few of my Libras. But you could have taken a loss in some way, and you are, handling it all on your own. But with this gateway, here, there is a way out. There is a way out. And to clarify gateway, the way out, you have wisdom. So you have the tools necessary to get out of this situation. But with this hooked energy, you could be keeping yourself stuck, suffering in silence in a situation that you don't need to keep creating for yourself. It's giving me an energy of someone voluntarily going outside to get rained on when you know you don't like the rain, because you stuck, because you don't want to move, because you want something your own way. And you know that all you have to do is go in the freaking house, but you don't want to do that because third time it done turned off on me again, Libra. We're going to keep on going though. But again, what I was saying was there could be something that you're staying stuck in. It could be a mindset. It could be how you're doing something that is clearly stressing you out, that is clearly burdening you, that clearly has some effect on you in some way, a big way, and you're refusing to go the other way. You're refusing to go in the house. You're refusing, like I'm seeing 3 doors and you have a key to each door, but you don't want them other 2 doors. You want that first door. And it doesn't open because you don't have the right lock for it. You don't have the right key for it. And instead of using the 2 doors that are available to you, you are choosing to stay in front of that door until it opens. So it's like you doing it to yourself. Or this could be how somebody is dealing with you or feels about you. All right, that's not for all of you. That's just for a few of you. Give me some tarot on the situation, Spirit, with this gateway, wisdom, unspoken desires, real feelings, rock bottom, in over their head, hooked and dusted off. Knight of Pentacles, something taking a lot of work to manifest. Here with the Magician card, Virgo energy, Taurus, Aries and Taurus energy. This could have something to do with work, Libra. You overworking yourself and you need a break. And because you got to see this thing to the end, you are suffering or are coming to like a burnout or overload. Are you going to wait until you break down before you take a break? This could also be, Libra, that you got a goal in mind and you trying to hit that goal before you take a break. And if that's the case, okay, but afterwards you need some R&R, okay? Something like that. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? I fell on the floor. I ain't taking it. Because I don't know if it was right. 7 of Wands. I ain't taking the Spirit. Can you make sure it hits the table, please? I don't want to put my fan in my mouth after I didn't pick it up off the floor. 6 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Scorpio energy. Could be involving a Taurus, Aries, or a Scorpio. Could have something to do with a lover. Maybe you and a lover are on the outs. Maybe you and your lover aren't speaking. Maybe you guys have been blocked or blocked communication. And you're feeling the loss of this person. For some of you, it could just be some difficulties that you're having with your person. Or for some of you, you could have broken it off with your person. It could be something like you look at this person as somebody that you wanted to marry. Your end all be all. And this person just up and left you. And you just sitting there hooked. Or they you. And Spirit is advising you to dust it off, Libra. Dust it off. You could be waiting on this person, for some of you. Waiting on the opportune time before you reach out to this person, before you offer something solid to this person. Maybe you're trying to wait until you get into a solid standing with your mental, with your finances. Maybe just, in your mental, you know? And what's the subject matter or person that Libra is dealing with? What is the subject matter at hand, Spirit? Enlightenment. And that was right side up. Enlightenment and diligence. Seeing things from a higher perspective. This could be the advice. You need to see things from a higher perspective. Here with enlightenment and diligence at the bottom of the deck. You see how this bird is overseeing the land? That to me is giving me higher perspective. There could be some enlightenment coming in for you, Libra. If this is a confusing situation, if you don't know what to do, if you don't know how to do it, there could be, again, from that last reading, some wise advice from a friend or somebody. What does it say? Good advice from a wise person could be coming in to help you. If this is someone else, Libra, it could just be that they see things from a higher perspective than you do. This could also be that they see that you see things in a higher perspective, and because you see that this situation, isn't for your highest good, again, you are showing up in this gateway energy, this world energy, clarified by the wisdom, you knowing what to do. I don't want to clarify. What is the outcome and advice, Spirit? All this phone dying on me like it is just making me mad, Libra. I'm scared the motherfucker gonna keep dying. What's the outcome and advice? Purification with inner peace. Leaving my stuff all over the table. I got stuff everywhere. I can't even find my cards. Woo! All right. Why is enlightenment and diligence here for the subject matter person Libra is dealing with? Ace of Pentacles. Lovers at the bottom of the deck. Ooh, Libra. For some of you, you could get an offer from another employer. That's what I'm seeing heavy. Some of you have a job coming in for the month of July. For others of you, I see an offer coming in from a Gemini or someone that you feel connected to on a soul level. Somebody that, because the Lovers is here. It talks about a choice, right? It says love, harmony, relationships, unions, partnerships, sexuality, passions, value, alignment, deep love, a choice, the strength of two. Maybe Libra, if you're going through a difficult situation with your partner and you guys live together and y'all are having some issues, maybe your person has seen things from a higher perspective. Maybe back then or when the incident occurred, it gave this person some time to think and see things from a higher perspective here with the enlightenment and the diligence card. Maybe this person here with this owl card got some type of wisdom and knowledge from someone that knows better than they. And they were able to come to terms. And I'm seeing here that you got an offer coming in for the month of July. Because somebody apparently sees you as the Lovers. Somebody that they're in harmony with. Somebody that they love. Okay? Why is the Ace of Pentacles here with the Lovers? Nine of Pentacles. And why is Nine of Pentacles here? Strength card. Libra, I'm also seeing here that you have an offer coming in. You're either giving this offer or it's coming into you, right? And you have a choice to make. Whether you want to try this again or you want to go your own way. Virgo energy here. Gemini energy here. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. Leo energy here. Strength card, King of Pentacles. Somebody could have fire and earth highly in their chart. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here, Spirit? Golly now. Six of Wands, Ace of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Some of you may cut this person off. Could be a Taurus, could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, a Leo, or it could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But I just feel like somebody want to come in and talk, and somebody may just get cut off for good. It's looking like Ace of Pentacles, Lovers, Nine of Pentacles with the Six of Wands, Ace of Swords, Five of Pentacles. Somebody does fine all on their own. Somebody does fine all on their own. Somebody is the full packet all on their own. And depending on how this person treated you, Libra, or you vice versa, depends on what decision this person is going to make. And I just feel like this person could choose themselves. I mean, because if you think about it here, Libra, when we go back to the overall energy, carless, moving, established, intimacy. Somebody miss intimacy with you. Someone misses the love that you and them shared. But they only miss it because of the state that they're in. Because of where they are mentally, spiritually, physically. This person isn't doing well. These people, Libra, aren't doing well. So the only reason why they're coming back is because they're lacking something that you have. I don't like that. Maybe it's lack of love for themselves. Maybe it's the lack of getting up and doing what needs to be done. Maybe it's the lack of the mind. These people don't know what to feed their mind. When you vibrate at a certain, in the Bible, Libra, there's this seraphs that, I forget where it says it in the Bible, but these people always pray. These spirits always praise God. They're always praising God. They're always praising God over and over and over and over and over. The seraphs that are the closest to God, right? Look what these seraphs are doing daily. They are praising God. They are not giving their souls time to get affected by the dark. Does that make sense to you? They're not giving. If you go into the Bible and type up the seraphs speaking, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. I'm butchering it right. These are the closest beings to God. Listen to what they're saying. Look at the words. They are constantly over and over and over and over saturating their mind with light all the time. Why? Because if a speckle of fucking dark get in their mind, it can fuck the whole thing up. You see what I'm saying? And this is, to me, it's like you've done too much work on yourself to go back to people that haven't matured or aren't spiritually aligned with you. Because all they're doing is bringing you down. Why is purification here with inner peace, Spirit? These people got to get out there and do the work on their own. There's nothing that you can do to help these people, but help them from afar. They can listen to you from afar, especially if you got a channel, Libra. Ace of Wands, Ten of Cups. Why is the Ace of Wands here? Ten of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. You having a brand new passionate start. You are the Ten of Pentacles all by yourself. Why? Because Archangel Michael said you did the work. There's another card here of protection that's here. I can't find it. Because you are protected, because you do the work, because you know what to do to feed that mind, You have to be in a certain energy to be connected to God. And the more connected to God that you are, the more that you got to feed your mind, and it has to be in alignment with that God. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people give me a hard time because I'm always affirming. I'm always trying to keep my mind. I'm always looking at life as the glass half full. I force myself to do it because I know the importance of it. And how if I allow negative things to fester in my mind, that's all it takes for me to go back track. And if I want to keep getting the blessings of God, if I want to keep getting the favor and the love and the direction from God, I have to stay on that energy frequency. And God, creator, source, will give you everything that you are lacking. So for the overall energy advice, you have purification and inner peace. You will have a peaceful relationship if that's something that you want. But you have to cleanse yourself. You have to get free of that negative shit. You have to clean it. You have to purify your soul. The matrix that we live in feeds you energetically. They want you vibrating at a certain level, and it's low. Those thoughts that pop up in your head that sometimes you can't control and you think, dang, why I think of that? Those are the entities. You're on a low vibration. If you raise your vibration up, you will get channeled messages from the higher ups. It's just how it works. We all fall short every now and again, but it's up to us to get back up and to keep moving. It's up to us to go through that portal. And it's a fight to get there. You have to fight. You can attain it. But this road can be hard. It's difficult. Even in the Bible, it say that the straight and narrow road is hard and strenuous. But it can be done for God's chosen people. I'm going to leave it there, Libra. Bibochi.